In this video, I'm going to introduce another way to calculate the dot product of two vectors, and this one includes the angle between the vectors. So what the formula looks like is u dot v is equal to the magnitude of u times the magnitude of v times cosine of theta, where theta is going to be the angle between the vectors. So if we look at our diagram over here, we could say that this is our vector u, and this is our vector v, and this 59.5 degrees is going to be angle theta. So unlike the other way that we calculated the dot product where we knew the x, y, and z components of each vector, this time we only need to know the magnitude and the angle. So in this case, when we have all of this information here, we don't really even need to do too much algebra. Here, the absolute value or the magnitude of u is 10. We're given that. So this is going to be 10. And then the magnitude of v is 13. So we can just plug this in. And then finally, we have the angle between the two vectors, which is 59.5 degrees. So when we plug this into a calculator, we get that u dot v is equal to 65.98. We can use both ways of calculating the dot product to figure out the angle between two vectors. So let's say that we have two vectors here with vx, vy, and vz components. We know how to calculate the dot product the old way. And to do that, we multiply the first component times the other first component, so vx times vx. And then we're going to add vy times vy. And then finally, we're going to add vz times vz. So here, this is going to be negative 1 times 1. This all comes out to be 6 plus 4 minus 1 equals 9. So that we know that the dot product of u and v is 9. Now we can write out the new formula that we just introduced, which is u dot v equals the magnitude of u times the magnitude of v times the cosine of theta. So we can imagine now that we can figure out what theta is by going through a few steps. We know that this uv is 9, so we'll just write that out. And now we want to find the magnitude of u, so let's do that over here. In this case, it's going to be the square root of, it's going to be vx squared plus vy squared plus vz squared. So if we plug in these values, it's going to be 2 squared plus 1 squared plus negative 1 squared. And this is going to be equal to the square root of 6. So now let's plug it in up here, square root of 6. Now we want to do the same thing and find the magnitude of v. So we get square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared plus 1 squared. And this is going to be equal to square root of 26. Okay, so now that we found the magnitudes of these two values, now we can finish plugging the values into our new formula, and then we're going to divide each side by square root of 6 times square root of 26. These cancel, and then we get that cosine of theta is equal to 9 over the square root of 6 times square root of 26. Plug that into a calculator, which gives us 0.7205766, and then taking the inverse cosine of this value gives us that theta is equal to 43.898 degrees. So what we've shown here is that you can use the old way of calculating the dot product combined with the new way that uses the angle, and then you can do some algebraic rearrangement and you can figure out what the angle between the two vectors is. We can look at a few more examples here. In this problem, we're given that the magnitude of vector A is 6, the magnitude of vector B is 7, and then the angle between the two vectors is 60 degrees. So we want to find A dot B, so let's write this out. We know that our formula is the magnitude of A times the magnitude of B times the cosine of theta. So A dot B is going to be equal to 6 times 7 times the cosine of 60. So if you plug that into your calculator, this comes out to be 21. For this last problem, we want to find the angle between two vectors, and this time we're given the vectors in terms of I, J's, and K's. So really, vector A is 2, 3, 1. Since we can imagine we have a 1 in front of this K coefficient. And then for B, our vector is 5, -2, 3. Okay, so now that we have these written in a way that looks a little bit easier to use, we can write out our formula. So we want to find the angle, so we need the geometric definition of the dot product, which is going to be the magnitude of A times the magnitude of B times the cosine of theta. Okay, so first things first, we can probably calculate this A dot B using the original way to calculate the dot product, which was just by adding up the products of the Vx, Vy, and Vz components. So this is going to be 2 times 5. So I'm taking Vx from this one, Vx from this one, multiplying them. And then Vy times Vy. So again, this Vy times this Vy. And then finally, Vz times Vz. So if we do this out, we get 10 minus 6 plus 3. So this is going to be 7. Okay, so that's the first part. Now we need to figure out the magnitude of A and the magnitude of B. So finding the magnitude of A looks like this. Take the square root of each of the components added up. So 2 squared plus 3 squared plus 1 squared. And I can write out the formula for this real fast. Magnitude of A equals the square root of Vx squared plus Vy squared plus Vz squared. So this is going to be the square root of 4 plus 9 plus 1 equals the square root of 14. And then we'll also need to find the magnitude of B. So this is 5 squared plus -2 squared plus 3 squared. So that's 25 plus 4 plus 9. That's going to be square root of 38. Okay, so now that we have all of these components, we're going to plug them back into this formula here. So we're going to have 7, which is A dot B, is equal to square root of 14. That's the magnitude of A, and then the magnitude of B is the square root of 38 over cosine theta. Now what we want to do is divide by square root of 14 and the square root of 38. So divide this side by that. And then let's plug this into a calculator. 7 divided by 14, square root of 38. And we get that cosine of theta is equal to 0.3035, we'll say. And then we'll take the inverse cosine of this. And we get that theta is equal to 72.33 degrees.